So we have seen the effect of temperature is different for different materials. Now we are seeing some non-linear variable resistors. They are thermistor and sensistor. They both are thermally sensitive. Means when we increase the temperature, the resistance changes. So here, thermistor is a thermally sensitive negative temperature coefficient resistor, whereas sensistor is a thermally sensitive positive temperature coefficient resistor. A thermistor and sensistor both are thermally sensitive resistors. Some similarities we are seeing. Both are variable resistors. Both are fixed resistors or variable resistors? Both are thermally sensitive resistors and both are non-linear variable resistors. When we increase the temperature, their resistance increases or decreases non-linearly. Now, example, we see the thermistor. In the thermistor, when we increase the temperature, what is happening to the resistance value? Decreases. So this decrement is linear or non-linear? This is non-linearity. This is exponentially decrementing. In sensistor, when we increase the temperature, the resistance value increases. Increases non-linearly. This is exponential increment. Okay? So thermistor, thermally sensitive resistor. So thermally resistor. So if we add these two terms, then the device name is thermistor. Thermistor is a thermally sensitive resistor. When temperature increases, resistance value decreasing. So RT, what happens to this RT minus R naught value? Negative. Because the final RT value is small compared to initial R naught value. At initial stage, if example the resistance is R naught, at a temperature T, the resistance is RT. So RT minus R naught value is negative. So temperature coefficient value is negative. Already we have insulators and semiconductors, electrolytes, negative temperature coefficient. Why we are specifically going for thermistor? What is the difference? Non-linearity. This is also definitely a negative temperature coefficient resistor, and insulator or semiconductor or electrolyte is also exhibiting negative temperature coefficient, but here this thermistor is exhibiting that negative temperature coefficient of resistance non-linearly. So when we increment the temperature, the resistance decrements non-linearly. Now, how much temperature we can increment or decrement? In what range of temperature we can observe the change of the resistance for the thermistor? Minus 100 degrees to 350 degrees centigrade. So minus 100 to 350 degrees centigrade, if we want to vary, if our application lies between this temperature range, then we want to control something with the temperature, then we can go for thermistor. Okay, in generally we use 10 kilo ohm thermistors in our laboratories. 10 kilo ohm thermistors are available. So thermistors are mainly classified into three types of thermistors we will observe in the market. One is bead thermistor, second one is disc thermistor, so third one is glass encapsulated thermistor. Okay, in the markets generally we observe this disc thermistor. In the laboratories also we see this disc thermistor. These three types of thermistors so you can observe. Okay, so thermistor is a temperature sensitive resistor or insensitive resistor. Temperature sensitive resistor. Non-linear variable resistor or linear variable resistor? Non-linear variable resistors. That non-linearity exponentially incrementing or decaying? Decrementing. Okay. Now we are discussing about sensistor. Sensistor is also a thermally sensitive non-linear variable resistor. Sensistor is also called as switching thermistor because it is exactly opposite action is being observed in the sensistor. When we increment the temperature in the thermistor, the resistance is being decremented non-linearly. In the sensistor, when we increment the temperature, the resistance value is being incremented non-linearly. Okay? So the final resistance value minus initial resistance value is positive. RT minus R naught value is positive. So the temperature coefficient value for the sensistor is positive and the temperature coefficient value for the thermistor is negative. Okay? With what materials we are manufacturing the sensistors? We generally, why we are discussing about the material, we have one speciality. That's why particularly we are discussing the material we use for the making of sensistor. In generally we use the semiconductor materials. But semiconductors exhibit the negative temperature coefficient, but it is exhibiting the positive temperature coefficient. We do not use the normal semiconductor. We use the heavily doped semiconductor. Heavily doped. What is this doping? Adding an external agent, adding an external atom, adding an external impurity, adding a foreign atom is called doping. That will be discussed in the 4th chapter. As of now, this heavily doped semiconductor behaves like a conductor. It behaves like metal. Because metal exhibits the positive temperature coefficient, it is exhibiting the positive temperature coefficient. So we already have metals, we already have alloys. What is the need for this sensistor? They are exhibiting the linear variance. When the temperature increases, then the resistance increases linearly. But in the sensistor, the resistance increases non-linearly. That is the speciality of sensistor. So sensistor is a thermally sensitive non-linear variable resistor. Now where we use the application? What are the places we use this thermistor and sensistor? When we want to control some temperature. Example, in your homes, when you want to operate the AC, example, at the temperature you want to monitor, there you can use this thermistor sensistor. And whenever you, as some example told by you, microwave oven, example, you want to change the temperature, there when you want to increment or decrement the temperature, there also you can use this application thermistor and sensistor as a thermal relay. As of now we have not discussed relays, but you can think relay is like a switch. So we are not operating that switch mechanically, we are not turning it on, turning it off by using our hand. Now this turning on, turning off mechanism can be done by the temperature automatically. If the temperature rises, switch is on, temperature becomes low, then the switch turns off automatically. So it is a thermal relay. In that application also we use this thermistor and sensistor. Fire detection alarm. In big industries where they run in 1,000 acres like that, or even if they run in 1 acre also, big industry, there they observed some fire. If they want to detect that fire, it might take a huge amount of time. In that duration, entire industry may blast. So when a small amount of fire is observed, we want alarms to be rang throughout the industry. So we use these alarms when the temperature increases. Automatically, the alarms will be ringing. So for that application also, we can use this thermistor and sensistor. For the heat detection applications, whenever we want to detect how much heat is there also we can use. Okay, so in these type of applications where we change the temperature and the detection of the change of the temperature is required, there we use this thermistor and sensistor. This thermistor, this action of changing resistance non-linearly with respect to the temperature is first observed by Michael Faraday. Faraday laws, I think you heard about the Faraday's laws. That Michael Faraday, capacitance unit is also farad. So that Michael Faraday in 1833, while he was involved in doing some experiment, suddenly he observed the silver sulfide. Silver sulfide is exhibiting the properties like a semiconductor. That silver sulfide resistance is being decremented when the temperature is increased. Silver is a metal. When we increase the temperature, its resistance has to be incremented. But instead of that, silver sulfide is exhibiting the property like a semiconductor. So this was reported by Faraday first. So he was the initiator. Before this concept with thermistor we are discussing, he was the inventor, we can call in the words. In 1833 he reported first time there is a possibility that with the increment of the temperature, we can manufacture some devices in which the resistance can be incremented or decremented non-linearly. Okay.